Okay everybody, today is Saturday, March 14th, and it is that time. It is time to empty the drip pan, and it is also time that we check the water level. We look down here. Oh no, it looks like the ducks have drunk all their water. But if we do like what we do with so many other things, we look a little bit closer and look deeper at this situation, we find that our 9x13 drip pan down there is full of water. These little birdies have put 2 quarts of water down there. And my 2-year-old is trying to touch the birds. So, no back. Gentle? No. So, continuing, you see where I'm pointing, there's kind of a line that's where the feeder rests, goes diagonal across here. This is where, right over here, is where the ducks tend to sleep. And that is where they seem to have their most fun, because the water is over there. It's where they do their drinking and splashing and trying to swim in the water. So after they're done there, they come to this nice dark pattern here, and that's wet from their webbed feet that like to splash around in the water. I don't know how much you can see here, but the drip pan is most of the way full. Some of it has splashed out and probably down into the wood chips as I carried it out of the house. There's some, I'm guessing it's poo in there. And it goes around on this side. I don't see so much on the end over here, but anyway, so we got to clean this out. What I'm going to do first is pull the pedestal out. Okay, I had to pause the video so that I could go and get this high-tech, high-precision tool that I made to pull the pedestal out. Given that I don't like poo on my fingers, I took a nail, a pair of channel locks and pliers, and bent it into a J hook. And what I do is I try to find about the center of the pedestal, slip this in here, and just pull up. So it pulls out, and there we go. So I'm going to stop the video, go and kind of knock this gook and gunk off of here, and I'll come back and show you the drip pan. Okay, we are back, and this right here is the drip pan, and as you can see, it's got a good amount of water in it. Some wood shavings, probably some other disgusting things too. But if you're going to raise your own food, or parts thereof, I guess you gotta accept the bad with the good. You gotta be very careful with moving this, because this is very flimsy. If you're like me, you don't want the water all over you. And I ended up buying something that was very cheap. If I had it to do over again, I probably would buy a different pan, maybe an actual baking pan instead of the flimsy foil one. So I will be back after I get done dumping this in a trash bag, and then also after I get done dumping this in a trash bag. I guess to explain why I'm doing that, I am intended to keep the water and the wood shavings. The reason I'm trying to do that is because I want to keep these and let them compost and dry down a little bit. I'll end up tilling them into the garden. Okay, this is after everything's been cleaned out, rinsed out. I scrubbed it a little bit. Didn't take much to get residual waste out of there. If I had the garden hose hooked up outside, I would have washed off the pedestal. You can see that there's still gunk in there. It would be nice to get that out. It's March, middle March in Ohio, and there's no guarantee that I'm not going to get any snowstorms, so it's not worth it to me, so we'll just deal with it for a little bit. Okay, so I filled this up with wood chips a little bit more than I normally do. I normally fill it up so they gotta hop up a little bit. This time it's about half an inch from being even with it, and combined with the wood chips that are in the box, the cardboard box that the kids are in right now, I'm probably going to have a good bit more than what I would normally. But this is what it looks like in the light. Not spotless. It's a lot better than it was. I'm going to reach over right now and grab the feeder. Probably have to scrape a little bit of gunk off of this quick, but yesterday we had this pretty full, so as you can see it's getting down there. I'd say I got less than a quarter, oh definitely less than a quarter of it left in there, left of the feed, so I'm gonna probably put couple cups of food in there. Again, I'll let you know what I've done. We got the ducks on the 11th, and today's the 14th, so it's been 3 days that we've had them, and they've picked up their eating significantly. So I really wish I had a scale that measured in ounces. That way I could have taken a reading of what the ducks started out as when we got them when they first arrived, and then weigh them daily. That would be interesting to chart. So, okay, next step, I'm gonna put feed in, take the brooder over where it belongs, put the water in, and then possibly we'll get a video of showing my wife putting the ducks back in, or me putting the ducks back in while she films, and finish up for the night. Alright, well, my wife has the little ducklings in a cardboard box that I placed them in, and she's been cuddling the ducklings, who have since fallen asleep, while I was out there filming and cleaning the brooder. Okay, this is the final snippet of the brooder cleaning. I've got the feeder back in with the wood chips and the water. So we're down a little bit, a good little bit. The ducks have been out of their feeder for a bit, or out of their brooder for a little bit, and we're thirsty, so they've been going at this pretty good. So anyway, I told you I would let you know how much feed that I put in the feeder. Let me move this out so you can see. So I have put 3 cups of feed in here. Put 3 cups of feed in here, There's a quart of water. And it looks like we're down probably about a cup. If you were to actually look at the markings on the jar, it would say we're down about 2 cups, but in reality I think it's down about 1 cup. So, all my girls here are happy, and so I think I'm going to let them be for the evening, and we'll see where they are tomorrow.